Yes, I do agree with that. And I think it kind of rounds it out. Again,
Third game, 2 seconds like they have over the past two. Last game was a little bit shaky for them. It was a nice comeback for MENA. But let's see how they do in this game 3 going forward.
yeah, and I think that there's going to be, I'm Dan needs to, I mean, he had a decent game with the Dune, but I think he really needs to step up in this one. Olimsky on the Menki, not the damage dealer, but more of like the tank and kind of initiator type. I think that with a different jungler style hero, I think I'm Dan will have probably a better time because of the fact that, again, he's probably going to be doing more damage.
Yeah, I think it all really relies on here for I'm Danny's just maintaining that either a lead or kind of equalizing the difference between the levels and the gold, right? Because the past 2 games we've seen, Olimsky's always been ahead at some point in these games. Here comes the 2 whirlwinds coming through from the Loon, getting a lot of damage onto the Lady Sun, but is able to heal up thanks to the Ming. So it's not too much of a pressure, no need to really recall or play a little bit differently. Thanks to the Ming, able to get a lot of healing back there.
Okay, and it's funny because they tend to put Travis in that, in the farm lane, so to speak, letting a body take that mid lane, just kind of maybe make some rotations with Giants. You have that movement speed buff as well, so maybe that's the whole logic behind this pick, to kind of just keep them moving and to just kind of maybe exude a little bit of pressure in almost all the lanes.
I mean, they've got to try it runs right. Just give all the resources over to Abadi. And that's pretty much the only resource-heavy hero you have on the side of MENA right now. So, again, it plays well into it. We just see how they actually perform and if they can actually implement it properly. But Shizuki may be getting dived in on here. The Unruly Blade comes through.
Yeah, coming through, but Shusuke sensed it, got out in time. I mean, there was going to be a gank attempt, again by Abadi and Giant just kind of rotating to that top lane. But if we're going to go back into the mid one, Abadi here had to commit the flash just to stay alive. The gank attempt was real. He could have potentially died, stayed alive, but now he has to play even a little bit more scared because he doesn't have that flash.
Yeah, absolutely. But Ming keeping him alive is a good thing, but Mayin may not be alive for very long. Red QT is able to get out of there. A lot of heals comes through for the Mayin, which is great. We have the Suzuki getting the first blood. Death on Sunset claims 2 kills for the side of Major Pride. Taking a double kill onto the lane is going to be a worthy trade.
Yeah, nice rotation there. I mean, Olimsky just setting it up with that nice Dream Roam, connecting onto 2, setting it up just so that Death at Sunset locks him down. Shusuke, again, the team is playing so well together. They're gelling, they're understanding the right time to be using skills and just like stacking stun on top of stun, just making it tough for MENA to really get anything going.
Yeah, I mean, they've got quite a lot of slippery heroes on the side of Major Pride, right? They've got the Mao Shiranui, they've got the Elaine, they've also got the Dream Roll from the Monkey, but even more, Dolia getting a kill over to the side of Major Pride once more. This is looking like a brutal early game for the side of Major Pride. MENA really need to kind of just halt this aggressive tempo right now.
Yeah, Red QT, he's been forced to play a lot of Lady Jeanne and the Princess Frost, more of like the stand back and cast all these spells. But once he gets on the Mai, he's just like a Ferrari. He's running at you, trying to do as much damage as possible.
Yeah, we got the Scepter Reverberation coming through for the Mai Shiranui, so again, even more damage coming over for the side of Major Pride. Those first items are very crucial, especially when we get into the first neutral objective. We are seeing that I'm Dan is here with the Dune. A lot of damage already going onto the Tyrant. The Dream Roll coming through. It means that he's able to get back onto the reset. We see that Lady Jen was trying to get the Destructive Deluge onto the Tyrant, but wasn't able to actually claim it at all. Very quick with the smite was Major Pride.
Yeah, Kashi there with that secondary smite, ensuring that they get it. So, a good use of that one. Now that Olimsky still has his, he can continue to just kind of potentially take something else. But now they're going to, put a little bit of pressure on that bottom lane, send Travis out of that lane, and now they're just focusing this T1 bottom down.
Yep, T1 in the farm lane does say sayonara for the side of MENA, but Mayin, he in the bush. I'm not too sure what Adam's thinking here, but Olimsky not actually quite catching out. Adam now catches him out because he's now discovered himself. The Dream Roll does go into Adam, but we see the backflip comes through, but is it going to be enough damage from the Mai Shiranui? Forcing the dash from Adam enables him to get out alive. But for now, there's no blood traded for both of these teams. MENA really struggling to claim their first kill.
I mean, they're playing on the defensive, right? They're just looking to stay alive, using all their skills just to get back to safety. But, oh, they're going to dive onto I'm Dan?
Yeah, potential onto I'm Dan right now, but okay, we do see the Death on Sunset, a little bit of a observer not quite catching that whole thing there. The Death on Sunset clearly taken a little bit too high for the cameraman.
Yeah, Giant down for the count. And again, just MP just pushing it out. The Flaming Palms even doing some chip damage on that T1 mid, but MP just going throughout, like just rotating from, lane to lane, invading the enemy jungle. Red QT is just kind of made I'm Dan a little uncomfortable, even just trying to take the blue buff there. So this is a situation where MP, again, very good map control.
Very, very good map control. Very great tempo as well. A lot of aggression. Pretty much very calmful as well with how they go for these engages. They're not kind of just trying to force a fight. They are making sure they can claim something from that fight at the same time, right?
Yeah, for sure. And MP, this is one of those things where, they're so comfortable right now. Look at them playing right now. They're just like, hey, we're up 2-0. We have this. We just need to play our game, which is to kind of just take over the map and just kind of, just make the enemy team super uncomfortable, just farming throughout. I mean, this net worth lead is about 3K, which is pretty sizable at this point. But MENA, they're sticking together because they're kind of scared. They can't really find any sort of farm, and they don't want to get caught isolated.
Yeah, it's the biggest symptom of fear, right? When you start to see the team that's quite playing on the back foot there, just sticking together. The Destructive Deluge being wasted there by Travis. We are seeing Red QT go into one-to-one with Adam, but there we go. Shizuki coming in to save the day. Death on Sunset comes through. The execute from the Death on Sunset claims the kill onto Adam. Travis goes down as well. The T2 in the mid lane is wide open here for the side of Major Pride. There they go. They take it down. They're ahead by 4K gold. Can they do something here, MENA, to keep that high ground turret alive?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Shusuke just saving it. Red QT. Death on Sunset.
Death on Sunset straight to the back there. He's a little bit too much lost in the source for Shizuki. He's not able to do a lot of damage, though, because the Ming is there, reducing that damage reduction. And also, no one else on the side of Major Pride to actually counteract that same Death on Sunset, right? That dive into the back line. But hey, some more action here. We are seeing I'm Dan lost into the thick of it, but then Kinesis goes down. Travis looking pretty low as well. Giant on the run. Is he going to be able to escape? Red QT gets the fan onto him, but it is going to be Kinesis that takes the kill onto the side of Major Pride. Only Dan and Adam alive. Dan goes down. That is good. I mean, not Dan, sorry. Adam goes down. So that is a triple kill, a 4-1 trade for the side of Major Pride. The high ground turret looking pretty low. Olimsky trying to tank it here. When they don't have any minions, thanks to the Loon's damage, we're able to get the high ground turret.
I don't need no stinking minions. I'm just going to tank this. I've got my lingering dream. I'm just going to tank this one. I'm just going to push this one out. But okay, Shusuke, his Death at Sunset literally lives up to the name, right? Every single time he casts that spell, he gets some sort of kill or an assist. He's always been up front. His Death at Sunsets have been perfect.
Honestly, claiming many things from the Death on Sunset is probably the staple performance here from the Olimsky. Probably one of the better Olimskys I've seen in the Open Series, to be honest, because again, just the amount of pure positive reward coming from the Death on Sunsets, not really going away with nothing, trying to just make sure you claim something, and whatever it is, as long as it is a objective, a kill, as long as it's giving over resources to the side of Major Pride, where they're up already by 9 kills. The only reason they're able to lose a life was Red QT was able to be lost in the source a little bit too much with that last team fight, but looking for a little bit of a potential and patient takedown in the T2 in the clash lane.
Yeah, Red QT dying that one time. He's going to be my LVP of this game, Just unacceptable at this point. You have a flawless game and you die once? That's unacceptable.
Very unacceptable. Needs to be punished. Coach Haller will be there in Abu Dhabi to give you your deserving punishment, whatever that may be. But Kinesis taking a lot of damage there, as well as Giant. They're waiting for the minions to rock around for the higher ground turret into that clash lane. Now that it's wide open, and Axe MENA are down by one member on the team. Bowdy trying to keep that turret alive, but there we go. Giant goes down. It is probably going to be the ending call here for the side of Axe MENA. Major Pride are very heavy, very lost in the source right now. Double kill coming in for Kinesis as well. The dream roll comes through straight back onto Adam as well. We see that Dan is left alive with Travis. Is it going to be enough to claim the end of this game? Not quite just yet. Waiting for the minions is Major Pride.
Yeah, we're just waiting it out. I mean, they're probably being a little bit more aggressive than they need to be in terms of closing this game out. But, you know, Kinesis was, you know, he does go down here, but he was finessing on them, going in, getting those kills, infinite vastness out of the tower, make sure that the base is not hitting him. Did stay alive for a bit, but he does fall in the end. But he's 6-1-3, man.
6-1-3, 8.9k gold against the Lady Sun on this other side, Albadi, which is basically 1 point something k difference right now. So again, that's a huge itemization difference. We can kind of see Red QT waiting in the bush there. We also have Olimsky waiting for the dream roll to come through, hoping for a crucial kill theft. Oh, we going to get it. Oh no, the ultimate shell comes through from the Lady Sun. They're able to claim the Tyrant, but that's not going to be enough. That is a double kill over to Red QT. I'm Dan is looking pretty much lost into the thick of it. Can they don't have the Destruction Deluge to actually claim any more kills or try and counter this engage onto their tank, but Major Pride are into the crystal. The minions are running around as well. They are down 3 members on the side of Axe MENA. Is this going to be it? The dream roll comes through. That is going to be Dan standing alive. He is the last thing between Major Pride. There is a little bit of a pause, but wait a minute. That is only going to prolong the inevitable right now. Major Pride